You know, there's something truly special about maintaining your independence as you get older. That feeling of being able to move through your day on your own terms, whether it's running errands, tending to your garden, or simply taking a leisurely stroll around the neighborhood. It's priceless. But let's be honest, sometimes our bodies don't cooperate the way they used to. Maybe your knees aren't as strong as they once were, or your balance isn't quite what it was. And the last thing you want is to feel like you have to rely on someone else just to get around. That's where mobility aids come in. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I don't need a cane or a walker. That's for old people. But here's the thing. Mobility aids aren't about giving up your independence. They're about keeping it. They're tools designed to help you stay active, confident, and self-sufficient. So today, I want to share with you 5 must-have mobility aids for seniors who refuse to rely on others. These aren't just any old devices. They're practical, easy-to-use solutions that can make a world of difference in your daily life. Let's start with the first one, a high-quality cane. Now, I'm not talking about those flimsy drugstore canes that wobble when you lean on them. A good cane should be sturdy, adjustable, and comfortable to hold. Look for one with an ergonomic handle that fits naturally in your grip, something like a quad cane for extra stability if you need it. A cane isn't just for balance, either. It takes pressure off your joints, especially if you have arthritis or a bad hip. And the best part? They come in all sorts of styles these days. Some even fold up so you can toss it in your car or keep it handy by the front door. Now, if you're someone who needs a little more support than a cane can provide, let's talk about rollators. These are walkers with wheels, handbrakes, and usually a built-in seat. And let me tell you, they're a game changer. Unlike traditional walkers, you don't have to lift them with every step. You just glide. The brakes give you control, so you can move at your own pace without worrying about tipping. And that seat? Perfect for when you're out and about and need to take a quick rest. No more searching for a bench or feeling stuck if you get tired. Rollators come in all sizes too, so whether you're navigating tight spaces at home or taking it to the park, there's one that'll fit your needs. And here's something you might not have considered. Grab bars. I know. They don't exactly scream stylish home decor. But when it comes to safety, especially in the bathroom, they're worth their weight in gold. Slipping in the shower or struggling to get up from the toilet can be a real risk, and having something solid to hold on to can prevent a lot of accidents. The good news is, modern grab bars don't have to look like they belong in a hospital. You can find sleek brushed nickel or even decorative designs that blend right in with your bathroom. Install them near the shower, tub, and toilet. And suddenly, those little movements feel a whole lot safer. Now, before we move on to the next few must-haves, I want you to think about how these tools aren't about limitations. They're about freedom. Freedom to keep doing the things you love without fear or frustration. And the best part? You're still the one in control. No waiting for someone else to help you. No feeling like you're a burden. Just simple, smart solutions that let you keep living life your way. So, let's keep going. Next up, we'll talk about a few more mobility aids that can make a big difference, especially if you're someone who loves getting out and about without relying on others. Because staying independent isn't just about wanting to do things alone. It's about knowing you can. Now, let's talk about a mobility aid that's perfect for those who love the outdoors or just want to keep up their daily walks without worrying about fatigue or uneven sidewalks. I'm talking about a sturdy, lightweight transport chair. Now, some folks hear the word wheelchair and immediately think it means giving up their ability to walk entirely. But that's not the case at all. A transport chair is designed for times when you might need a little extra help, like on longer outings or when recovering from an injury. The key is to find one that's easy to fold, lightweight enough to lift in and out of the car, and comfortable enough that you don't dread sitting in it. Many models even have storage pouches underneath for your purse, groceries, or whatever else you need to carry. The best part? You can still walk as much as you're able, but when your legs need a break, the chair is right there. No need to cut your outing short or rely on someone else to push you. Next up, let's discuss something that might not seem like a traditional mobility aid at all, but trust me, it makes a world of difference. Non-slip footwear. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shoes? Really? But hear me out. A good pair of slip-resistant shoes can be the difference between a confident stride and a dangerous fall. Look for shoes with rubber soles that grip well, even on wet or uneven surfaces. Brands like Skechers, Propet, and Orthofeet make stylish options that don't sacrifice comfort for safety. Some even have extra cushioning to ease joint pain. And if you're someone who loves puttering around the house in socks or slippers, consider getting a pair with non-slip grips on the bottom. It's a small change, but one that can prevent a lot of accidents, especially on hardwood or tile floors. Now, let's move on to a tool that's especially helpful for anyone who struggles with bending or reaching: a reacher grabber. These handy little devices are like an extension of your arm, letting you pick things up off the floor, grab items from high shelves, or even pull clothes out of the dryer without straining your back or shoulders. They're lightweight, inexpensive, and honestly, once you start using one, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Some even come with magnetic tips for picking up small metal objects, or rubberized grips to prevent slipping. And if you've ever dropped something and dreaded the thought of bending down to get it, this tool is a game changer. It's not about admitting weakness. It's about being smart and saving your energy for the things that really matter. You see, the beauty of these aids is that they don't take away your independence. They protect it. Every time you use a grabber, instead of risking a fall or slip on a pair of sturdy shoes before heading out, you're making a choice to stay active and self-reliant, and that's something to be proud of. Now, as we move forward, I want to share one more essential aid that's often overlooked, but can make a huge difference in your daily routine, especially if you live in a home with stairs or uneven surfaces. Because staying mobile isn't just about having the right tools. It's about using them in a way that keeps you safe, confident, and in control of your own life. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated yet essential mobility aids for maintaining independence: a properly installed stair lift or threshold ramp. For many of us, stairs become one of the biggest obstacles as we get older. Maybe you've noticed yourself gripping the railing a little tighter or taking them slower than you used to. And if you've ever had a knee replacement, arthritis, or balance issues, stairs can go from being a minor inconvenience to a real hazard. That's where a stair lift comes in. Modern models are sleek, quiet, and fold up when not in use, so they don't take over your staircase. And if you're not ready for a full stair lift, even a simple threshold ramp can make a world of difference, eliminating those tricky little steps in doorways or between rooms that can trip you up. These aren't about giving up. They're about refusing to let your home become an obstacle course. Finally, let's discuss something that ties all these aids together: a mobility aid organizer, or caddy. Whether it's a basket that attaches to your walker, a pouch for your cane, or a small cart to keep everything within reach, having your tools organized means you're more likely to use them. There's nothing worse than needing your grabber only to realize it's across the room, or wanting to take your transport chair to the park but struggling to load it because your hands are full. A little organization goes a long way in making these aids feel like natural extensions of your daily life, rather than medical equipment. Now, I know some of you might still be hesitant about using mobility aids. Maybe it feels like admitting defeat or worrying about what others will think. But let me ask you this: if you saw a neighbor using a beautifully crafted cane or gliding effortlessly with a rollator at the farmer's market, Would you judge them? Of course not. You'd probably think, good for them for staying active. And that's exactly what people will think when they see you. The truth is, every one of these tools is designed to do one thing: keep you doing what you love on your own terms. So as we wrap up, remember this. Independence isn't about doing everything the hard way. It's about making smart choices that let you live life fully. Whether it's a cane that keeps you steady on morning walks, or a grabber that saves your back while gardening, these aids aren't limitations. They're your allies. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried any of these mobility aids? Which ones made the biggest difference in your life? Your experiences could help others who are on the fence. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on living vibrantly at any age. Here's to taking charge of your mobility and savoring every step of your journey, your way.